Hello friends, today we want to talk about the structure of correctional waves. In this video, we will also discuss the zigzag pattern of one of the types of correction waves. As mentioned in the previous videos, the complete Elliott wave cycle is classified into two types of impulse waves labeled 5 and correction waves labeled 3. Impulse waves consist of 5 waves, 3 of which are impulse waves and 2 of which are correctional waves. Correctional waves must be more complex and time-consuming than impulse waves. In general, when the rules for impulse waves of the trending and terminal type are not present on the chart at the time of labeling Elliott waves, we consider the examined rally as a correction wave by default. Impulse waves have two types of trending impulse and terminal impulse. Correction waves have 6 structures, which are zigzag, flat, triangle, diametric, symmetric, and complex correction. Zigzag pattern. Zigzag pattern is one of the types of correction waves. The frequency of formation of this pattern in the chart is higher than some other types of correction waves. The zigzag pattern has 3 waves: wave A, wave B, and wave C. The zigzag pattern has a structure of 5-3-5, which means that wave A has a 5-wave structure. Wave B has a 3-wave structure. Wave C has a 5-wave structure. In the most Elliott waves approach, such as the minor approach, the preacher approach, and the Neely approach, it is stated that the A wave can only be in the form of impulse trending waves. While with personal observations and experiences, we say that in wave A, we can have both the impulse trending pattern and the impulse terminal pattern. Wave B can be a combination of zigzag correction waves or flat or triangular types. In other words, if the wave B is of the zigzag correction wave type, it has a structure of 5-3-5, and in this case, the wave B has a 3-wave structure. If wave B is of the triangle correction wave type, it has a structure of 3-3-3-3-3, and in this case, wave B has a structure of 5 waves. The important point here is that wave B cannot be in the form of running flats. The C wave has a 5-wave structure and can be both in the form of an impulse trending pattern and in the form of an impulse terminal pattern. The most important point of zigzag pattern is that wave C must exceed the ceiling of wave A in the ascending zigzag pattern. And in the case of descending zigzag pattern, wave C must pass through the floor of wave A. If wave C has an impulse trending pattern with a structure of 53535, it should not break the price of the trend line, drawn from points 0 and 2. But if our C wave has an impulse terminal structure with a structure of 33333, can break the trend line drawn from point 0 and B. Wave B has larger temporal dimension than wave A and wave C, which means that wave B is more complex than wave A and wave C. Another important point about the zigzag pattern is that it has more time rotation than the first three waves of impulses. In other words, our initial assumption is that wave C has the same time and price dimensions as wave A. As mentioned, wave B cannot be in the form of a running flat pattern. This means that the end of wave B must enter the end of wave A. Usually, according to the common styles of Elliott wave theory, such as minor, preacher, and Neely approach, in which case we have a zigzag pattern, wave B cannot correct wave A more than 61.8, and wave B cannot correct wave A more than 61.8. Most likely we are dealing with the flat pattern. But based on observations and experiences obtained from currency chart, stock, etc., wave B can correct more than 61.8% of wave A and can also be a zigzag pattern and has a structure of 535. The zigzag pattern can be formed in the form of different structures of Elliott waves. 1. Wave 2 of 5-wave structure of impulse trending waves. 2. Wave 2 of the 5-wave structure of impulse terminal waves. 3. Wave 4 of the 5-wave structure of impulse trending waves. 4. Wave 4 of the 5-wave structure of impulse terminal waves. 5. Wave 1, 3, or 5 of the 5-wave structure of impulse terminal waves. 6. Wave B of a correction pattern of ABC zigzag or flat. 7. Wave A of a ABC correction pattern of flat correction waves. 8. WX or Y wave from WXY correction combination. 9. W or X or Y or double X or Z wave from WXY XXZ correction combination. 10. Wave A or B or C or D or E of ABCDE correction. One of the trading strategies on the zigzag correction pattern is the break of the trend line drawn from point O to 2. Types of zigzag pattern. 1. Normal zigzag pattern. In this case, wave C is between 61.8 and 161.8 wave A. 2. Truncated zigzag pattern. In this case, Wave C is between 38.2 wave A and 61.8 wave A. 3. Elongated zigzag pattern. In this case, the C wave is between 161.8 wave A and 261.8 wave A.